So good afternoon. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. Today we're going to talk a little bit about revolved triangle pose. So this is a wonderful pose to bring into your practice as a follow-up to Trikonasana, or regular triangle. And it's a wonderful twist, a wonderful strengthener for the legs. It's very beneficial for sciatica and back pain. So let's demonstrate how we might modify and begin to come into this shape. So we begin at the top of our mat, stepping our feet hip-width distance apart. And you can always check that by pointing down from your actual hip bones and making sure that the feet are that distance apart. Then we can bring the hands to the hips and step the left foot back about 3.5 feet. So then we want to make sure that we can square our hips to the front of the mat. So for some of us, that might mean that we have to walk the front foot out further to the side of the mat to create stability. The back toes should point out at an angle. We should be grounding down through the back heel and the outer edge of the back foot, lifting up and in at our root at Mula Bandha, and then pulling the right hip back and letting the left hip come forward. So in other words, the hips are now square to the front edge of your mat. From here, let's inhale our left fingertips to the sky. Take a moment here, strong front leg, strong back leg, lengthening through the spine, lengthening in the side body. Take one more inhale, lengthening, and then exhale, let's hinge forward, reaching out, and then dropping the gaze to the front big toe, creating a nice flat back. So pressing through the back heel, drawing the right hip back, left hip forward. If this feels stable, let's then descend, bringing the hand to the outside of the right foot. Drawing the belly up and in, strong legs, strong engagement at Mula Bandha, and then perhaps revolving the right rib cage open and maybe right fingertips reach to the sky. And then breathing here, in and out. And then releasing down. If you like, you can bring both hands to the mat, soften the front knee, step the back foot forward, and then bend the knees. Bring ribs to thighs, and just let the neck and spine release. You might keep the knees soft or straighten, and you might take elbows behind the knees. Maybe give the head a shake yes and no. And then release the hands. Bring the hands to the hips, soft knees, inhaling and rising. And then preparing for the other side. So an option for beginners, if we can't bring the hand yet to the floor on the outside of the foot, we can use a block or a chair. So I'm going to place the block here to the outside of the left foot. And remember that blocks have 3 heights: low, medium, and high. So we can modify in whatever way our body needs in this moment. So again, feet under hips, stepping the right foot back, toes point out, squaring hips to the front of the mat, strong back leg, lifting up and in at the pelvic floor. Chin nice and level with the earth to begin. And then right fingertips to sky. Long line of energy. Inhaling and lengthening, and exhaling, hinging, reaching out, dropping the gaze to the big toe, creating a nice flat back, pulling right hip forward, left hip back, and then maybe hand to block. Palm is flat for stability. Then maybe rotating, revolving open to the left, left fingertips to sky. And breathe. On the exhale, unwinding, softening the front knee, hands to the mat, step the back foot forward, and just fold. Let your thighs be a shelf for your ribs. Let the spine and neck release. Elbows in opposite palms. And if you like, of course, you can straighten the legs here. Releasing the hands, soft knees, hands to hips, inhaling and rising. Thank you so much. Enjoy your practice. Namaste.